Welcome to McKelvey Park for today's playoff game between the Independent Order of Oddfellows versus the Mountain View Eagles on KMVT 15 in Mountain View. We are underway, and the pitch is ball one. Sean Baker, the center fielder, is leading off for IOOF. Pitch is popped up foul to the right side. On the hill for the Eagles is Dominic Graziani. Pitch on the way, chop down the left side, and Graziani will let it roll foul. The count 1-2. Strike that, that's a 2-2 count we have. With nobody out in the top of the first. And could you have picked a better way to celebrate the first day of summer than with a twilight edition of baseball here on KMVT 15 in Mountain View? Beautiful night. 2-2 on its way. And that's a curveball. Strike three called, and a nice pitch. Sean Baker goes down. That'll bring up the pitcher for IOOF, which is Quentin Warmke.
And now batting is Quentin Warmke.
Pitch on the way. Grounded over to third. Fielded nicely. Throw across the diamond. Scooped, and he got him. 2 away. Nice scoop by Chris Singh over there for IOOF. And there are 2 away.
And now coming in the batter box, TJ Solomona.
Catcher TJ Solomona will step in with 2 outs and nobody on. Here in the top of the first, we're just getting started, and the pitch is over his head. Almost hit him. Got out of the way. And it's 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch at the knees from Graziani. And it's 1-1. Outfield shaded the pull. Infield straight away, and the pitch on the way. Fouled straight back to the screen right on that pitch. And it's 1-2. Graziani back up to the hill. Gets the sign, winds, and deals, and the pitch is fouled off to the right. The count will remain 1-2. Early start here, so we'll get you some lineups as we go. And the pitch is swung on and grounded at the plate, but that is a foul ball, and the count will remain 1-2. Right now for IOOF, we have TJ Solomona. He's the catcher. Batting behind him at first base will be Nick Weems, followed by Co Espeletis at shortstop. Jack Hiley plays left field. Ryan Buckner at third base. Daniel Green in right field, and Andy Blakely at second base. We'll round it out as the pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2-3 inning. And we will go to the bottom of the first. No score. And we are back to action in the bottom of the first. IOOF versus the Eagles in a playoff game. The winner of this game will play tomorrow in a doubleheader. And we'll get started with Matt Corpatinos, the catcher for the Eagles, and he will take on the corner at the knees, strike one. Out there dealing for IOOF is Quentin Warmke, the pitcher. Works quickly. Second pitch is lined, and that is into center field. No, it's stopped by the second baseman, but it will be a base hit nonetheless on the infield single.
Now batting is Aiden Leonard.
See a replay of that. Good swing. Put it back right where it came from. Nice stop there, but not quite enough time to nail Corpetinos. And he will be at first with one away. So there's a big chopper to first. He will take it to the bag himself. Moving over to second is Corpetinos. One out and a man in scoring position for the Eagles. So Corpetinos at second. That'll bring up Tim Coe, the center fielder for the Eagles. Looks the runner back, and the pitch on the way. Curveball just inside, but a nice break and snap on that one. Quinn Warmke on the mound for IOOF, and the pitch is a strike up on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Corpetinos takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike, and a nice breaking ball from Warmke. 1-2 the count to Tim Coe, the center fielder for the Eagles. Turns around, spins, looks at second. Nothing going on there. There's a curveball, swung on, and that will fall into center field. Corpetinos had to hold up. He'll go to third. The throw, and he is out. And that was a nice throw from Sean Baker in center field to nail Corpetinos. Here's a replay of that. Single had some float to it, so Corpetinos had to hold up at second for a bit. And you see the throw from Baker right on line. Out at third, 2 outs, and a man on first. And that is 8-5 on the putouts if you're scoring at home. I'm certainly scoring here. That pitches in the dirt to Dominic Graziani. He is the pitcher for the Eagles. Tim Coe, by the way, on first base via a fielder's choice from Corpetinos being thrown out at third, and the pitch is low and away. Coe away from first. The look back, the set, the pitch, and way outside it skips to the dirt. Coe taking off, and he will make it to second as the ball ricochets all the way over to the left side in foul territory. So Coe now in scoring position with 2 outs. Graziani at the plate, swing and a bouncing ball over to the second base side. No one covering in time. Oh no, I'm sorry, they did get him. My apologies, folks. It will remain a scoreless game. Not quite the excitement yet. So good first inning, and we will be back right after this. And we are back to the action of IOOF versus the Mountain View Eagles. Top of the second. There is no score in this game. Nick Weems, first baseman, will lead it off for IOOF. And the first pitch is in the dirt, skips away, 1-0. Dominic Graziani on the hill for the Eagle, as the pitch is swung on and driven to right field. That is going to get down, and that is going to roll to the wall. Around first, speeding into second. A good throw, but he will slide in safely with a lead-off double. So Nick Weems with a lead-off double. See, a replay goes the other way. Slicing down the line to right. Gets all the way to the wall. But you will see a good throw from Alva to keep him from the stand-up double. Pitches in for a strike to El Pettis, the shortstop, with Nick Weems on second with a leadoff double. Pitch up high, fastball. And in a moment, folks, I am going to try and get you a little bit of a speed rating on some of these pitches. So if you'll stand by, we'll look forward to that next inning. Right now, it's 0-0, top of the second. Man on second for IOOF. Nobody out. Spins, dives back into second, but no action. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Lead off a second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled over to the left side. El Pettis at the plate. Graziani winds, deals, and the pitch is in the dirt. Weems back to second on that play. El Pettis, the shortstop for IOOF. And he will swing and foul it straight back up towards us. No score. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from the catcher. Throw to first will be in time. Meanwhile, Nick Weems travels over to third base. So one out, man on third. See a replay of that. Pitch down in the dirt, swung on and missed. Gets to it quickly. It's a good play to first, but unavoidable that Weems would get to third on that play. Here's Jack Hiley, the left fielder for IOOF, and he takes ball one in the dirt, 1-0. Graziani trying to get that ball up.
The bat is Jack Higley.
The strong right-hander swings, and that will go up the middle, a base hit. Weems will score 1-0 IOOF. So a base hit by Jack Hiley. And we'll see a replay here. Just past the diving shortstop, a good effort. But it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0 IOOF. One out here in the inning. Ryan Buckner at the plate, and he swings and fouls it to the right. Strike one. Oh, and 1 and a pitch out. Nothing doing.
And up at bat is Ryan Buckner.
Jack Hiley, the IOOF left fielder on first base, taking his lead. Ryan Buckner, and there's a throw over. Hiley dives safely back. Chris Singh holding Hiley on at first, and there's a swing and a miss and another throw back. Hiley diving safe back in. Taking a big lead over there is Jack Hiley, the IOOF left fielder. Quite a few steps. Bend to the knees, and there's a ball up high. One nothing IOOF. Graziani, a curveball that will go in the dirt, and Hiley will easily take second. And as you could tell, he was looking to get that base from the minute he stepped on first, and he has finally gotten it. So he is in scoring position at second base with one out. Ryan Buckner still at the plate. Pitch on the way. Down low, and that is ball 4. So Ryan Buckner will walk to first base. Graziani having a little bit of a control issue here in the second inning. He was 3 out, 3 down in the first with 2 strikeouts and a weak grounder to third. But this inning he has 1 out via a wild pitch where the catcher was able to get it to first base. Here's Daniel Green, the right fielder for IOOF. Spin, look back at second. Hiley back. Hiley is shaking off a lot of dirt. A lot of dives back into first and now second. The pitch to Green. Swing and a miss on a fastball, up and away. Pitch to Green. Pitch to Green. He bluffs a bunt, but it's outside. One out. Runners at first and second, and the pitch is way up high. Hiley off second, Buckner off first. The pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on a high fastball, 2 away. And that will bring up Andy Blakely, the second baseman for IOOF. See a replay of that pitch. And here's Blakely with 2 on and 2 out, and the pitch is low and away, 1-0. One-0 count, 2 on, 2 out. And waiting for the call, safe. Jack Hiley. Hiley the Rocket. Got to second on a wild pitch, stole third, was looking to steal second the whole time he was at first, so he has moved around the base pass as there's a swing and a stop by Graziani. Throw to first. Nice play, and the side is retired. 1 run for IOOF. As we go to the bottom of the second, it is 1-0. And we are back. 1-0 lead for IOOF as we head to the bottom of the second. Patrick Vargas, the third baseman for the Eagles, will lead it off. And he will take strike 1 at the knees. Quentin Warmke on the hill. for IOOF, and there's a pitch again outside at the knees for strike 2. Oh and 2, Warmke delivers, and the pitch is fouled off to the right. Remains 0 and 2. Oh, 2 pitch outside on the breaking ball. The pitch is swung on and popped up into right center field, and that is going to be a base hit for Patrick Vargas. And let me take this opportunity to let you know this game is brought to you by KMVT's All Sports presenting sponsors, the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMP doctor today. And by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead provides the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead, to them, it's personal.
I didn't know that. What's going on?
So TJ Solomon is going to go talk to Quentin Warmke, discuss the situation with a runner on first and nobody out. Mike Alva will be coming to the plate. He is the right fielder for the Eagles with nobody away and a man on first. Eagles are coached by Rick Moore with Paul Hernandez, looking to get to tomorrow's championship game. And in a moment here, I will give you some information, valuable information on that championship game that will take place tomorrow. Looks like they might be having some discussion about the bat being used. Not exactly sure, but whatever it is, it seems to have been resolved at this point. And Alva swings and pops it up foul off to the right and out of play.
Okay, can you throw 2 more of those pearls up there? Have I got anything here that I can get away with so much? Hold on, Luke. Let's send a couple of these dirty ones up there. So all I can do is follow my way anyway.
So the winner of tonight's game, as there's a throw over to first, will have to beat Colonial Mortuary in a doubleheader tomorrow. And as you know, it's always tough to beat the dead. So good luck to the winner of tonight. Close game so far, second inning, 1-0, and the pitch is way up high. Throw down to second, and safe at second as Vargas takes it on the steal. Let's take a replay. It was a close call here. There's the throw down to second. And the throw beat him. I don't know if the tag beat him, but the throw was there. It was an excellent throw. There's another look here. Hard to see, a lot of dust, but that is a close play, my friends. A close play. And the pitch is outside. Bluff to third, but he's not going. So a stolen base for Patrick Vargas. Mike Alva at the plate. Nobody out. Pitch, swing and a miss, ball gets away, but Vargas will stay put at second base. Warmke on the hill. Set, spins. Vargas back to second.
So you can be around the 15th through the 22nd?
Pitch to Alvis is a curveball for a strike. The throw down to third and safe again. Another stolen base for Patrick Vargas. And we'll take a look at the replay for that one as well. Another great throw. And looks like he did make it on that one. So now a runner at third.
And now coming up to bat.
After the strikeout of Alva, Sam Gill, the second baseman for the Eagles, will take the plate. Looking to get one in the air, get a slow one on the ground, and get that runner in. They're down 1-0. He fakes a bunt, pulls back, and that's outside, ball one.
Because I'm stuck working that Monday no matter what. I know we're in the 4 o'clock game. There's nothing I can do about it. Tuesday and Wednesday are my regular days.
Warm key ready, and the pitch is bunted at this time, fouled straight back to the screen, and it is 1-1 to Sam Gill.
And the deal was when I took the job, I already told them another head on the first Saturday after the team. So I got Monday.
The umpires grab a couple of new balls, and despite the close call at second, these umpires, ladies and gentlemen, Little League umpires, it is an incredibly tough job. And there are a lot of ground rules, and when you get to championship games like this, there's a lot at stake. Recently, there was a tournament game in Sunnyvale, De Anza Park, where over the home run fence there was a small yellow line that was actually put there for the safety of the players in case they ran into the fence. But a hitter hit one off that little yellow line, bounced back into play. He was thrown out at second, and the coaches went crazy, insisting that he had hit a home run, to the point where the umpire had to call the league office to verify the ground rules, and it was ruled that it was not a home run. It was in play, and here's the pitch. It is low and away. So it's not just calling balls and strikes. It's not just calling out and safe. These guys have a lot to think about, a lot to do, and a lot to keep their eye on, and sometimes some parents yelling at them. Let's be honest. That is low and away in the dirt, but the run will not score. Vargas retreats back to third. And the pitch, swing and a chopper to second. That will get the run home. The throw to first is not in time. Or it was in time. Let's take a look at the replay. You see a slow chopper to second. Bad bounce as it rolls down to the ground. And that is an extremely close play. Now we have a grounder to short. The throw to first. That one is in time, and the side is retired. Eagles get a run. And after 2 complete, we are tied 1-1. And we are back. Tie game here, 1-1. IOOF in the top of the third, and strike one from Dominic Graziani to Sean Baker, the center fielder.
And that bat is Sean Baker.
Winds and deals, swing and a miss, and a ball in the dirt. There's that split-fingered pitch. Baker struck out looking his first at bat. He is 0 for 1 officially. And the pitch in the dirt. Skips away from Corpatinos, and it's 1-2. Shakes off Corporatinos, and the 1-2 pitch swung on and grounded to short. Tough hop, bobble, and he is going to make it to first base. That's Chris Tejada at shortstop for the Eagles, and that was a very tough hop. But a base hit for Baker nonetheless. Let's take a replay. This high cut grass on these fields can create some bizarre hops when the ball gets to the dirt. And we missed some action here. And we'll see what the umpires have to say about this. Looks like the throw might have gone out of play, which gives Baker 2 bases. Let's see a replay of that. Ball skips by the first baseman and out of play, so awarded an extra base, extra 2 bases. So Baker will be on third. Quentin Warmke, the pitcher, at the plate, looking to drive in a run, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. And it is 0-1. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Strike. A low strike. There's that slurvy slider that Graziani throws. So Sean Baker on third as a gift from the throw that was out of play, and the pitch is swung on right back to Graziani. Looks back to third, throws back to third, and now they've got him in a rundown, and he is tagged out. Meanwhile, the throw to second is offline, skips into center, and the runner will go to third. So Sean Baker coming home, caught in a pickle, as the kids call it. Graziani to third. That's a 1-5-2 on the putout. Meanwhile, Quentin Warmke up to second base. Warmke taking second on the air, and the pitch is inside. 1-0 to TJ Salamona, the catcher. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove of Corporatinos. Warmke at second, Salamona at the plate. Shaded the pull in the outfield, and the pitch on the way is on his back. It hit him, and he will take first. Salamona hit by Graziani. That will be a hit by pitch, and there will be runners on first and second now, with Nick Weems coming up. One our score. IOOF in business with 1 out and runners on first and second. And their cleanup hitter up. Double his last time up. 1 for 1 and scored a run.
At bat is Nick Weems.
Graziani set, and the pitch. Swing and a foul. One out, first and second. Or first and third as the runner went to third on that play. Pardon me. Warmke now down to third on the wild pitch. Salamona back to first on the throw over to Chris Singh. The big number 34 first baseman for the Eagles. The pitch is outside. Thrower to first. Back in safely is TJ Solomona. Pitch from Graziani is low. It gets by the catcher. Solomona will go to first. The runner at third, Warmke, holds. And we have runners at second and third again. Graziani in a lot of trouble at this point, trying to keep this game tied in the top of the third. And here's the pitch. Outside, gets away from the catcher, but nobody's moving. Graziani comes down to cover the plate. Another low and away pitch. He's not been able to get that curveball, slider, breaking ball over as he did earlier in the game. So Nick Weems steps in, digs in, wagging the bat, waiting. Graziani ready, deals, and low again. He walked him, and the bases will be loaded for Koa Elpedes, the shortstop.
Coming back to bat is Koa Elpedes.
So Weems at first, Solomona at second, Warmke at third. Elpedes at the plate, swinging a chopper over to third. He will go home with it, and they get the out. A very nice play to get the force out at home. Here's the throw home. He actually tagged Warmke. Didn't need to, had the force out, but an out is an out, and you will take it. Swinging a ground ball to first. He will take it himself. And Dominic Graziani Houdini's his way out of trouble. 1-1 the score. We will go to the bottom of the third.
I was at a fire department training, and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor, and he saved my life.
And we're back here in Mountain View for playoff baseball. We have a 1-1 score. The first pitch is high and away to Chris Tejada, the shortstop for the Mountain View Eagles. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss.
That is Chris Tejada.
Quentin Warmke deals on the outside corner for a strike. Up and in. Some two-seam movement on that pitch coming in to Tejada. But too high and too inside and a ball. Pitch is swung on and blooped into right field. That is going to fall. Base hit for Tejada. Throw over to first, but nothing doing over there. Tejada with a leadoff single to start the top of the third. And that will bring up Matt Corpatinos, the catcher for the Eagles. Let's see a replay.
Coming up to that is Matt Corpatinos.
Nice approach. Goes down and gets that thing. Bloops it into right field just enough. And a nice effort by the right fielder to make the throw to first. But too little too late, and the pitch is on the outside corner. Strike one. To Matt Corpatinos. The 0-1 pitch is on the way. Swing and a ground ball. Shortstop. Throws to first, no play. Too late, 2 on, and nobody out. infield single for Matt Corporatinos.
Batting in the number 2 spot, Aiden Leonard.
Aiden Leonard now steps up to the plate, the left fielder for the Eagles. He grounded out to third. I'm sorry, grounded out to first. His first time up, 0 for 1. Runners at first and second here. The pitch is hit solidly to second base. Flips to second for 1. The throw to first will be late. And we'll have runners at first and third with 1 out. So that's 4-3 on the putout of Corporatinos. Leonard goes to first.
And now batting is
See a replay of that. Hard hit ball. Second. The runner for second, of course, went to third. So we have runners on the corners now. One out, and the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Leonard goes to second. No throw down to second to prevent the old steal second, steal home play. So no dice on that. Second and third now with 1 away. Strike on the outside corner to Tim Coe, the center fielder for the Eagles. Pitch on the way, up and away, and that's a ball. Aiden Leonard at second base. Chris Tejada at third. The pitch is swung on and off the second baseman's glove. A run will score, and it is 2-1 Eagles. Coe with the base hit. Tejada scores. A hard hit ball. Just through. Good enough to get the job done. Throw over to first. Runner back safely.
And now batting is Dominic Graziani.
And the pitcher Dominic Graziani at the plate. Grounded out in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. The pitch swung on and a high chopper over to second. Fields it. And did he tag him? He is called out. So apparently so. Maybe we could take another look at that. So now we have Patrick Vargas at the plate. Runner at first, 2-1 Eagles. A little bit of an argument from the coach. The umpire will take care of that. Little disagreement between the IOOF coach and the home plate umpire, seemingly regarding the call of the second base umpire on that last play. Perhaps not being demonstrative enough is what I gathered from that conversation as the pitch is high and away. Vargas 1 for 1. And he swings and fouls it back. Quentin Warmke on the hill for IOOF, and the pitch is a curveball, swung on and missed. Been a lot of base runners in this game, been a lot of weaving in and out of danger. With the pitch, a curveball swung on and lined into center field. That's a base hit. Runner will stop at second. 2 on with 2 outs. So Vargas with the base hit. That's his second hit of the day. See a bit of a hanging curveball there. Takes it right back out to center field, just like you're taught. It's Mike Alba, the right fielder. He struck out his last time up. 2 on, 2 out. The 3-1 game, and that's a curveball in there for a strike.
And now batting is Mike Alba.
First and second, the pitch, curveball again, swung on and missed. It's a nice breaking ball coming from Nick Weems at the moment. The fastball's been a little more hittable. The breaking ball has been working for him. And the pitch. Chopped over to third, and he will let it roll foul. Three to 1, the Eagles lead over IOOF. Here in the third inning, the bottom of the third inning to be precise. Catcher sets up outside. Here is the pitch, and it is strike 3 called. And that will do it. Throw to third, just for fun. That's the end of the inning. It's 3-1 Eagles. We'll be back right after this.
Ever since Dad died, taking care of Mom is overwhelming. I can't do it on my own.
Sure, my mother needs me, but I just want to be a daughter again.
Mom wants to stay in her home, but needs more help than ever. It just can't be me all the time.
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Welcome back to McKelvey Park. My name is William Clear, bringing you the action here on KMVT 15. As the ball is low, ball 1. Nothing better to do on the first day of summer, folks, than watch a little championship playoff baseball. Not quite the championship, that's tomorrow, but this being the second biggest game as the ball is called a strike, 1-1. Got a 3-1 score. Mountain View Eagles leading IOOF. Pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. Up at the plate we have Jack Hiley. He's the left fielder for IOOF, and the pitch on the way is very high. Off the glove. Of Matt Corporatinos. Graziani looking for the sign, likes it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And folks, KMVT Sports would like to thank Home Instead Senior Care for their continuing support of high school sports programming. Home Instead, to them, it's personal.
And now batting is Daniel Green.
Daniel Green up at the plate, and he takes low from Graziani, ball 1. The pitch, high and away. Graziani from the stretch, and that's a pitch low, strike. Graziani's been good about nailing that outside corner. Little slurvy type pitch that bends away at the last second. There's a high fastball. Look to change the eye line, but that's high and in. 3-1 in the fourth. Mountain View Eagles with the lead. And strike 3 called? Was that strike 2 called? Pitch on the way. Low and away. That's ball 4. And we'll have a 1-out walk.
And we have Andy Blakely at bat.
Andy Blakely will step in with a man on first and 1 out. Pitch on the way. Bunted and caught by Graziani. The throw back to first and not quite. Slides in safely, but a good play by Graziani. Let's take a look at the replay there. It's a high bunt, coming fast over to his right. Had to make the throw with his momentum coming away from him, but it was a good play. And there are now 2 outs. Score that. Yes, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Runner going. Throw down to second. Bounces in and will be not in time. Pitch on the way. Outside. Two and 0 the count. Graziani turns and spins towards second. And Graziani has been in and out of danger all games so far here in the 4th. He has weaved his way through many troubles and maintains a 3-1 lead as the pitch is low and away. To Sean Baker, the center fielder. For the Independent Order of Oddfellows, or as they like to be called, IOOF, in the orange, black, and white. And the pitch is a strike. 3-1 the count. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th. Mountain View Eagles leading IOOF 3-1 here on KMVT 15 High School Sports. Actually, Babe Ruth Sports. Babe Ruth League. Playoff game. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Full count now. Lots and lots of Little League playoff games going on this weekend, last weekend, and the weekend before. Big tournament in Manteca last weekend. Of course, the Redwood City AA Orioles winning their championship the weekend before, as the pitch is fouled away up above the screen. Coach John Brownfield and company over there in Redwood City. An undefeated season, so congrats to the Orioles in Redwood City. Full count here, 2 outs, runner on second, and the pitch on the way, and it is over the head and ball 4. So Baker takes first on the walk. And now the pitcher, Quentin Warmke, will come to the plate. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, 3-1 lead for the Eagles. Pitches on the outside corner, strike 1, 0-1. Swung on and popped up on the infield. Second base going back, and he makes the catch. Sam Gill, and after 4 innings, 3 1/3, 3-1. Immediate action here, folks, as we have 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Apologize for the technical difficulty as we got back online here. Here's Chris Singh, the first baseman for the Eagles. And he will take a strike on the outside corner. Singh grounded out to shortstop his last at bat. He's 0 for 1. It's a swing and a foul over the screen. And that will be 0-2. Quentin Warmke set the throw. That is high. Warmke deals. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. One out here in the 4th. Eagles leading 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. 2-2 the count to Chris Singh, the big first baseman for the Eagles. Pitch is low and away. And that will drive the count full. Three-two on its way. Strike 3 called. And Singh would like to know exactly where that pitch was. And he gets his answer. And he might be getting a little more of an answer. As the umpire stops play, says a few words to the Eagles bench. Pitch is a strike to Chris Tejada, the shortstop, who is 1 for 1. 0-1. Pitch is fouled off to the right. Oh, 0-2 the count. The pitch is a breaking ball up high, and it is 1-2 to Chris Tejada. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 1-2 now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is high and away. Full count delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the inning is over. 3-1. Mountain View Eagles on top after 4. And we are back. 3-1 Eagles as we start the 5th, and the ball is a strike on the inside corner, a breaking ball there. from Graziani. Pitch on the way. In the dirt. 1-1. Pitch is on the outside corner to TJ Solomona, the catcher for IOOF. The pitch, strike 3 called. 1 away for Graziana. KMVT Sports presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMP doctor today. And here comes the first baseman, Nick Weems. Pitch, curveball, strike on the inside from Graziani. And he has been throwing that hook with regularity here tonight and effectively. Pitch on the way. And that is another curve. That one coming in on my unofficial radar, which is pretty close at 50. Oh, 2 pitch on the way in the dirt, skips back to the backstop. 1-2. The first baseman, Weems. Weems, who's been on base both times he's been up. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. One out, top of the 5th, and the pitch is low and away. Skips to the backstop again. And Graziani clearly unhappy with himself not getting that curveball to snap onto the outside corner as he has done so many times tonight. Stretches out a little bit on the mound, thinks things over. He'll get the sign. 1 out, full count, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball to shortstop. Scoops it up nicely. The throw to first. And it's high, and he is safe. Nick Weems beats it out. He'll have an infield single. 1 on, nobody out. Let's see a replay there. See Graziani very unhappy with it. It's a high bouncer to short. Couple of steps, makes the throw, and Weems is hauling to first, and now he's hauling to second. And he'll be in there safely. Runner on second, 1 out. And the pitch high and above the head to Elpettis. Koa Elpettis, the shortstop for IOOF. We'll see if Graziani can weave his way out of damage once again. He's only given up 1 run through 4 1/3. And the pitch on the way is low and in the dirt. Weems to third on the wild pitch. Graziani will look in for the sign, see if he can reach into his bag of tricks again. He'll step off. Wines deals the pitch coming in, and a fastball for a strike. Pitch bent down into the strike zone at the last second, and a good one. 2-1 to Elpettis. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 2-2 the count with Nick Weems on second base and 1 out here. On third base, Nick Weems, of course, going to third base on the wild pitch. Graziani, couple shakes off. Now he likes it. Now he deals, and the pitch is swung on and fouled over to the right. Count will remain 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is swung on and lifted into the air. In foul territory, the third baseman falling and making the catch. Fantastic play by Patrick Vargas. Let's see a replay of that. Sky high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory, loses his footing a little bit as the ball came back to his left and makes a fine catch. 2 outs, runner on third. Graziani with an opportunity to get out of yet another jam. He has been doing that well this evening. Left fielder Jack Hiley will take his first pitch, and it is a curveball, but it drips down low. 1-0 the count. Pitch from Graziani. That's a strike. 1-1 the count. Beautiful night here in Mountain View. There is a near full moon shining above us as the sun sets, and the pitch is thrown, and it is swung on and fouled at the plate. Count will remain 1-2. Hiley just getting a piece of that. He's ready to set the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Graziani does it again, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Eagles.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PEN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
And we're back. The first pitch is swung on and fouled back right to my face. 0-1. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning, halfway through this game. Eagles leading 3-1. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back once again right by me. I don't know if they're trying to send me a message, but I assure you, gentlemen, it has been received. 0-2 the count to Matt Corporatinos. The stop, the set, the wind, the deal. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Corporatinos goes down looking. That'll bring up Aiden Leonard, the left fielder. See that pitch again. Beautiful fastball painting the corner. Doesn't get much better than that, folks. Here's the pitch. Outside. Catcher's throw drifts into center field, so we'll have a little break. Been told that they are going to be remodeling this field and actually sinking it, folks, to make it somewhat like Sunken Diamond at Stanford, and it will serve sort of as a reservoir. As the pitch is swung on and grounded to short. Up with it, throw to first, and it is in time. 2 away. Anyway, so the field here will serve somewhat as a reservoir if there is any sort of flooding. So the remodeling of the field will be supervised by the Water District. Interesting fact about this field for you is the pitch is swung on and popped up to the right side and out of play. for Tim Coe, the center fielder. Quentin Warmke's pitch, high and away. There's the pitch, it's a strike. 1-2 the count. 2 away. Bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Eagles. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. Count will remain 1-2. Tim Coe with the 1-2 count. Quentin Warmke on the hill. The wind, deal, and swing, and a base hit into left field for Tim Coe. 2-out single, which will bring up the pitcher, Dominic Graziani.
And now batting is Dominic Graziani.
The high fastball on the inside, and he drills it into left field. Ball was roped. Coe leads from first. The pitch is swung on and hit to second. He'll go the short way to the shortstop, and that is the end of the 5th inning. 3-1 Mountain View Eagles. The moon in the sky, twilight, Babe Ruth baseball, KMVT 15. People will come, Ray. This is playoff baseball. And we are in the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 Mountain View Eagles. And the first pitch of the inning is up and in. The 1-0 pitch from Graziani bounces about a 50-foot pitch, and it is 2-0.
The game starts at 4. I'll probably be here at 3. Because there's going to be a senior game on.
Sets and deals. Swing and a ground ball to third, and it bounces off the glove, and that will be an error. And a leadoff base runner for IOOF. Pretty easy play to make. Might have been rushing it a little bit. Speedy runner going down to first. And Graziani once again pitching with men on base. But at this point, folks, he might prefer it that way. He's been getting out of these jams all night. The pitch, strike on the outside corner. Catcher bluffs throw to first. He's back in time. 3-1 Eagles, man on first, 1 strike count. The bunt goes to Graziani. He picks it up. He throws to first. The out is recorded there. Meanwhile, the runner moves up to second with 1 out. So 1-3 on your put out there.
I'm sure you got my last move. Yeah. Okay. And Ty is now hitting for the 9th spot for Andy.
Okay. Thank you.
Just tie number 2. And now batting, number 2, Chris Ty.
Got a new hitter here for you. This is Chris Ty, who will be hitting for IOOF. In a pinch hitting role, the first pitch is a strike on the outside. 0-1. Runner leads off second. Checks and spins. Runner back in time. And the pitch to Ty is in into the backstop, but the runner will scamper back to second base as the ball came hard back off that backstop, and he did not want to risk being thrown out at third. with only 1 out in the inning and being down by 2. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and chopped at the plate. That is a fair ball. Catcher gets it, throws to first, and there are 2 away. Meanwhile, the runner goes over to third with 2 outs. Nice play by the catcher.
And once again, we're back to the top of the order with Sean Baker.
And here comes Sean Baker, the center fielder for IOOF. Been on base a couple of times. And a strikeout. Pitch from Graziani is low and in the dirt. Two outs. Buckner leading off from third. Graziani ready. The pitch. Swung on and popped up foul over the plate. That's a 54-mile-an-hour fastball from Graziani by my count. Not bad for 14, folks. Curveball away. Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, and that one will drift off to the right as well. Count is 2-2. 2 outs, 6th inning, 3-1 Eagles. Man on third for IOOF. Sean Baker at the plate. The pitch is swung on and grounded to second. Picks it up, nice scoop, throws to first, and the side is retired. 3-1 Eagles as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And we are back at McKelvey Park in Mountain View for playoff baseball, Babe Ruth style, here in the bottom of the 6th. Eagles at bat, and the first pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0.
And now batting is Patrick Vargas.
Patrick Vargas on at the plate, third baseman. 2 for 2. Chops it over to second. Nice pickup, and the throw to first is in time, 1 away.
Yeah, we are. Set inning 6.
And that will bring up Mike Alva, the right fielder. Mike has struck out twice, so he'll look to change his fortunes this time around.
And that bat is Mike Alva.
Pitch swung on, off the pitcher's glove. Scooped up at short, and the throw is in time. That is a great play. Hits the top of his glove. Shortstop stays with it. Makes a nice, strong throw to first. Does not panic. Does not worry. Just makes the play. Pitches Sam Gill is outside, and it's 1-0. Quentin Warmke's still on the hill for IOOF. He winds and deals, and the pitch is in the dirt. I'll give you a reading on his pitch speed if I can here. The pitch swung on and grounded to short. Makes the scoop, hard throw, and just got him. A couple of nice plays at short, and the inning is over. 3-1 Eagles as we go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for IOOF as we are in the top of the 7th. And the first pitch from Graziani is swung on and lined into center field, a base hit. That's Quentin Warmke with a leadoff single. So IOOF trying to get a little something started. They're only down 2, 3-1. It's the top of the 7th. Here's a replay. Absolute shot coming off his bat over the shortstop's head. Center fielder did a good job to keep it in front of him, keep him to a single. And now we have TJ Solomona at the plate. And the pitch, curveball swung on, and that is grounded past the second baseman into right field. And IOOF is in business in the top of the 2nd. Nobody out, 2 on. And Nick Weems, the cleanup hitter, coming up. Things are getting interesting. And we've had a great crew tonight doing this broadcast for KMVT. And just want to let everyone know that Kevin found his windbreaker, which he doesn't really need, folks. It's beautiful out here. Shirt sleeves only. High moon, pink sunset, baseball. I don't want to be anywhere else. Don't know about you. Here's Weems, first baseman. Been on base all 3 times tonight. Runners on first and second, looking to get IOOF back in this game. And the pitch is swung on and grounded past third into left field. Here comes the runner from third. He will score easily, and it's 3-2. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for IOOF. Nick Weems delivers. And we will have a meeting of the minds on the hill. Right past the shortstop. Ate him up. And a little bobble and left. Although the runner would have scored from second anyway. But luckily for the Eagles, there's runners on first and second rather than runners on first and third after that. And we will have a pitching change here for the Eagles. And we will be right back as we have a pitching change here.
My parents are really slowing down. I feel bad I can't always be there for them.
How do I choose between caring for my mother and caring for my own family?
I've been looking into the options, but Dad doesn't want to leave his home. What do I do?
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Tim Coe, the new pitcher for the Eagles, who are up 3-2 with nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And he will face Koa Elpedes, shortstop, as he takes his warm-ups. Tension's running high in the top of the 7th here. Eagles were cruising along at 3-1, although they were constantly in trouble. IOOF had runners on base constantly. However, they were able to weave out of danger, but the danger is growing a little thicker here in the top of the 7th, folks. So Coe just about done with his warm-up pitches. Nice hard fastball. And it's batter up. Koa Elpedes, the shortstop for IOOF.
And now batting is Koa Elpedes.
First and second, nobody out. Outfield, an extreme pull shifting, and there's a ground ball to third. Off the glove. And ruled a foul ball. Home plate umpire calling foul ball. Yes. IOOF coach Baldo Martinez obviously preferring that ball would be fair, but indeed it was foul. And it will be an 0-1 count on Elpedes. Tim Coe on the mound, first and second. Here's the pitch. He bunts. Coe has it. Nowhere to go. First baseman makes the tag, and he is called out. Very close play at first. Let's see a replay of that. See, bunts, the first baseman was not covering initially, makes the throw, and did he get the tag before he got the base? Hard to tell. Let's take a look at that again, folks. Coach called him safe, but that's, to be expected. Did get him right on the backside, folks. So there is one out. Runners on second and third now. You can go ahead and give El Pettis credit for a sack bunt right there. 1-3. But now the tying run is at third with one out. The go-ahead run, the possible go-ahead run at second base. A little meeting on the mound. Watch out for any trick plays. And here comes Jack Hiley. Struck out twice. Also had an RBI single in the first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a good moving fastball from Coe. Hiley looking at the signs. He'll step out and he will go clarify. Might as well get it right when you're in the seventh inning. Your tying runs at third base. Your go-ahead runs at second. You don't want to miss a sign. So he does the right thing. Gets his assignment, steps in. And we'll deal with an 0-1 count. Tim Coe on the hill. The pitch on the way is a strike. Up in the zone, but a strike nonetheless. 0-2 the count. Coe absolutely, of course, looking for the strikeout right now. Hiley needs to put that ball in play. It's low in the dirt, 1-2. Very nice block by Corbertinos. 1-2 the count. Second and third. And a swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove. Hiley is highly upset with himself. We'll look at that pitch again. And if that was a wooden bat, he might have broken it over his knee. It's a good thing he didn't try with the aluminum. So here comes Ryan Buckner. Buckner's been on base 3 times, the third baseman, and it is down to him. 2 outs, second and third. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Eagles clinging to a 1-run lead. The tying run 90 feet away. The pitch on the way is swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Coe is pretty much just going up there and firing it in, saying, here you go. You want to tie this game? You're going to have to hit this. And from back here, folks, it doesn't look very easy to hit. 0-2. Swing and a foul. He stays alive. Got a piece of that one. Ryan Buckner looking to shorten up, get that ball in play, see if he can get that run home. The pitch. Swing and a foul over to the right. Stays alive again. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat. Babe Ruth baseball, folks. Playoffs. No blowouts here. This has been a nail-biter. Down to the last strike. The pitch is swung on and fouled back again. It remains 0-2. Buckner will not go down easy. Coe is throwing country hardball, fastball, one after another. And Buckner doing his best to fight him off, get one in play if he can. And the pitch is swung on and lined. Foul. Very close. Very close. The drama continues. Coe pounding that outside corner. Buckner looking for it. The 0-2 pitch low, and it is 1-2. Ryan Buckner is putting up quite a battle here. Top of the 7th, 2 on, 2 out, 3-2 Eagles, 1-2 pitch coming. It is swung on and grounded to short. Scoops it up, bobbles it, no play. Here comes the runner home, and he is tagged out. And the ball game is tied. We are tied. We will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the replay. He makes the bobble. He sees the first run score. The second run is coming around. They might as well go for it, and he's tagged out at home. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. A dramatic top of the 7th. 3-3 going to the bottom of the 7th, folks. We will be right back for more drama. We've got a whole new ball game, folks. 3-3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. IOOF scoring 2 runs in the top of the 7th to tie it up. The pitch is swung on and lined into right field. That's a base hit. Chris Singh with the leadoff single. So the Eagles right back to work. Let's see a replay of that. Perfect swing right to the off field. Quinn Warmke still on the mound for IOOF. He has pitched well. He will face the shortstop, Chris Tejada, who bunts it up in the air, up against the screen. It is 0-1. No relation to Miguel Tejada that I know of. So runner on first. Count is 0-1 on Chris Tejada. Singh leading away from first. Warmke sets, throws. Outside and high throw, snap throw to first, not in time. Tejada was squaring up to bunt again. That definitely looks like the play that the Eagles have on. The sack bunt, get the runner to scoring position with 1 out. See where they can go from there. The pitch does not bunt, swings away and fouls it straight back. 1-2 the count. Pitch on the way, curveball, foul, back to the screen again. Last second protection right there by Tejada. On a pitch up in the zone by Warmke. He looks in, looks the runner back. Second glance, here's the pitch, swung on and grounded to second. Throws to second, they get the out there. Throw back to first is not going to be in time. The ball skips away from the first baseman, but no advance. 1 away, and Tejada at first. Tough scoop to make. Good throw by the shortstop, but really didn't have a chance. And fortunately for the IOOF, that ball did not skip away any further. So 4-6 on the put out of Singh, and Tejada will reach first.
And now coming up the bat is Matt Corpatinos.
Matt Corpatinos steps in, a couple of hits and a strikeout in his last at-bat. Pitch is outside, ball 1, 1-0. We are in the bottom of the 7th, folks, 3-3. Pitch on the way, low and outside again, and it is 2-0. Warmke, a little exhale. Check the runner at first, and the pitch is swung on and missed on a high fastball. He geared up for the pitch, and Corbertino's geared up for the swing. He was looking to crush that thing. Tejada away from first. The pitch swung on and popped up. Who wants it? It will be the second baseman. It's like Blakely, the second baseman on that play, and a nice catch and a high pop-up. Aiden Leonard, the left fielder now, steps in. Couple of ground outs today. Did score a run. Swings and misses. Foul tipped into the glove. Pitch swung on and lined into right field. That is going to drop. Center fielder gets to it quickly. The throw comes back into the infield. Pitcher cuts it off. Runner stops at third. Second and third now with 2 outs. The pitch high up in the zone, and he went right with where it was. Good play in the outfield. It's a great throw in. Didn't hit the cutoff man exactly, but close enough. And they are going to go ahead and walk Tim Coe to load up the bases and get a force at any base with 2 outs, which is, of course, the right play. IOOF actually took a 1-0 lead in this game in the second inning. Eagles answered back with a run of their own in the second inning, then added 2. Then IOOF with the dramatic 2 runs in the top of the 7th, which brings us to where we are, 3-3, 7th inning, 2 outs. Dominic Graziani, who has pitched most of the game for the Eagles tonight, stands in, game on the line, bases loaded, and 2 outs. The pitch from Warmke coming up, and it is a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch. Warmke at the belt. Pitch just up, and he buckled. He buckled down. He does not know where that pitch missed. Bent completely over. And the pitch. This one's in the dirt. He might have been a little bit rattled by that 1-0 call that was a strike. And they'll talk it over, which is a good idea. Count is 2-1. Umpire will come out and tell him to hurry it up. Most likely, a little talk about composure, focus, all those things you learn at this level of baseball, and something that these players have demonstrated in spades throughout this very tense game that is now in the 7th inning with the bases loaded, 2-1 count, and the pitch on the way, up and away, and Warmke is, well, let's just say that he's not happy. And he is going to have to dig down deep. 3-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to second. Picks it up, throws to first, and they got him. We will head to the 8th inning. 3-3 the score, and this game getting better and better. We will be right back. Welcome back. We are in a barn burner here, folks. 3-3 extra innings in the 8th, and the color of the sky there that you see is what Frank Sinatra famously called 5 o'clock Vegas blue. It is beautiful here. The moon is up, the lights are on. This is Little League Baseball at its finest. So I'm glad you can join us here on KMVT 15. Chris Tejada now pitching for the Eagles. And he will face the right fielder, Daniel Green, here in the top of the 8th inning. And a reminder to you folks, these games go 7, so we are in bonus baseball time right now as the first pitch is on its way, and it is a and the catcher makes the play. It's tough pop-up. Matt Corporatinos taking care of it, 1 away here in the 8th. That'll bring up Andy Blakely, second baseman.
And now batting is Andy Blakely.
One out, pitch on the way, and it is up high for ball 1. And the pitch is low into the dirt. Bring the count to 2-0. On its way. Up high again, 3-0. Andy Blakely working the count. The 3-0 pitch fakes a bunt, and it is on the outside corner, strike 1. That's a good 3-0 pitch. Blakely went and checked down briefly for a sign from his third base coach, and the 3-1 pitch is ball 4 over his head. He ducks down and he scampers over to first. So 1 out and 1 on here for IOOF in the top of the 8th inning.
Batter is Sean Baker.
Sean Baker will step to the plate, the center fielder. Been on base a couple of times. Struck out looking in the first, fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. Blakely with a short lead at first, and the pitch is in the dirt. Blakely takes off, and he is going to be on second standing up. So now the plot thickens as Blakely, the possible go-ahead run, goes to second. See a replay of that. Ball skips by, takes a bad bounce off to the right, and Blakely is off to the races. Now he leads from second. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, skips by him again. Blakely is going to take off for third. Will there be a throw? There will not be. Blakely at third now, 1 away. And the count in Baker's favor. So there's Blakely, 90 feet away. Even less when you consider that little lead. High and away, ball 3. It's 3-1 now to Sean Baker. The 3-1. Low, and that's ball 4. Baker takes the walk. Runners on first and third now with only 1 out. And Quentin Warmke coming to the plate. He will get a series of signs.
Stepping in the box now is Quentin Warmke.
There you see the beautiful night here in Mountain View. Couldn't be spent a better way. The pitch. Bunted, and he's coming home. Catcher does not know where the ball is. And the umpire has a call here. The umpire is calling a foul ball. Baldo Martinez out to argue this. Warmke saying it hit his bat. Warmke insists it hit his bat. The umpire, I believe, is saying it hit his foot. Do we have a replay? Can we see there from that angle? Yeah, it looks like it hit the bat, but no mind. It's 0-1. Pitch is high. Runner goes down to second. Total defensive indifference. So second and third. 1-1 to Warmke. TJ Solomon is on deck. He struck out twice. Single had been hit by a pitch. But they look like they're going to pitch to Warmke anyway, and there is a strike, and it's 1-2. Runners on base all day for both these teams. A lot of composure for these kids. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. A non-productive out. He went from thinking that a run had scored to a strikeout. Off-speed pitch. Tried to protect. Shortened up. No dice. And here is TJ Solomona, the catcher. As I mentioned, struck out twice, singled, been hit by a pitch. Got a chance to give his team the lead. Runners on second and third. And time is called. Little discussion going on between the Eagles coaches, and they're going to go ahead and call the 4 fingers on TJ Solomona. So they'll put him aboard. They'll pitch to Nick Weems, who is the cleanup hitter. But they'll take their chances to get the force at any base. Weems has not made an out today. He has doubled, walked, singled, and singled. So here we go, folks. The cleanup hitter with the bases loaded. The big first baseman digs in. And the pitch. Low, no, a strike. A low strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. The runners take their leads from every base. The 0-1 pitch. Inside. Weems spins away. 1-1. The coaches chattering their encouragement, and the 1-1 pitch is on its way, and it is in the dirt. It gets by, but the runners will hold. It was a quick ricochet off the backboard, and would not have been worth it to take the chance trying to score, especially with your cleanup hitter on up at the plate. So the count is 2-1 to Nick Weems. The set, the deal. Ball 3, it's 3-1. And we've seen this before, folks. The last inning was much like this. You can't take a breath in this game. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory and out of play. 3-2. And of course, it would have to be 3-2 in this situation, would it not, folks? Three balls, 3 on, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and fouled up against the screen, and it remains 3-2. Winner of this game will play Colonial Mortuary tomorrow, and the way these guys are playing, they're going to be exhausted and feel dead themselves. The pitch is swung on and line to second. Bobbles it, picks it up, throws, gets the out, and they get out of the bases loaded jam. We will go to the bottom of the 8th, still tied. Let's see the replay of that play at second. It's an absolute smash to Hopper. A little bobble does not panic, gets the throw to first. There they go. They're going to talk it over, folks. We're going to the bottom of the 8th, tied 3-3. There's the taco truck ready to feed the winners and the losers. So far, everybody's a winner as the pitch is up high, ball 1 to Patrick Vargas. We do have a new pitcher for IOOF. It is Koa Elpaletis. And he throws, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Bottom of the 8th. Eagles could win it with a run here. Pitch is up high, and it's 2-1. That taco truck has probably been here for an hour. Just waiting. 2-1. Swung on, and that is a fair ball down the left field line. Speeding around first. Here comes the throw into second. It's a good throw, but it skips away. And it goes all the way into right field foul territory. He is going to put on the brakes at third base with a lead-off triple, Patrick Vargas. And he was thinking about it. Ripped down the left field line. The left fielder got to it. This guy has a cannon for an arm. He makes a great throw. Second, the shortstop can't handle it, and it skipped all the way into foul territory up the first base line. And Vargas was halfway down the line at third. He could taste it. He could taste that winning run. So the winning run on third. Nobody out. Mike Alva stepping up. The right fielder. He has struck out twice. He is grounded to short. He is 0 for 3. The infield is in for IOOF. They will try to cut off any ground ball. Keep the runner at third. Alva, and they're going to go ahead and walk Alva. 4 wide ones. 3 more coming up. It's possible that they might just go ahead and walk Sam Gill on deck as well. The ball gets away from the catcher, and everybody stays calm. Nobody comes in to score. A lot of close shaves going on tonight, folks, a lot of them. So Alvo takes the intentional walk. The ball get away from the catcher. There is a short backstop here. And yes, indeed, as theorized, they will also walk Gill. Alva runs to second on a defensive indifference. He's going to get there anyway. But in the meantime, while this happens, let me tell you that this game is brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. And the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMF doctor today. All right, the Independent Order of Oddfellows is in it thick, folks. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the 8th. Chris Singh, the first baseman, coming up. He has grounded to short, he has struck out, and he has singled. 1 for 3. Bases loaded. Infield is still in, and the pitch up high, ball 1. Singh at the plate, the pitch, and that skips to the backstop. Alva is coming home. He will score, and this game is over. The Eagles in extra innings win 4-3, and they mob each other at home plate on a wild pitch. Patrick Vargas comes in to score. Patrick Vargas with the heads-up play. And let's see the replay. No chance he was going to catch that. The ball bounced around like a pinball up here on the chain link fence, and Patrick Vargas comes home to score. Here's a wide angle. You see he holds up for a second, then he sees the ball bounce around, and it's home, and let's go play 2 tomorrow. So the Eagles take it 4-3 in extra innings. Today's game was brought to you by KMVT 15 Sports. Producer, director, the great Bobby Chastain. Camera, Tim Erskine. Camera, Janet Wu. Ted Melke. Dan McGill. Eliza Ranjit. Kevin Tran, who found his windbreaker. Production assistant, Jason Tran. Special thanks to Elaine Spence. And folks, we had a great game tonight. The Mountain View Eagles defeating the Independent Order of Oddfellows 4-3 in 8 innings. Thank you for being with us.